Pero sometimes we believe emotional walls start like that. Eh.
Oh,
It's
baka
one
maliliit naman.
small thing minsan na if you don't deal with it, there's usually a lie that comes with it.
Can you give po like an example of how an emotional wall manifests in a relationship?
So, I'll give an example sa amin. Paano kami
Okay.
nag-start? Kasi it's a very simple reason. Pero makikita mo, pwede pala magsimula yun sa ganun kaliit lang. So, ako, I surf. Okay, I used to surf, especially nung nasa Bicol pa ako nakatira. There are surf spots there that ako lang yung nagsisurf talaga. Kasi one day, nagpaalam ako sa wife ko. Actually, hindi man paalam yun. I just told her, lalabas ako, magsisurf ako. It usually takes about 2 hours in total. 2.5 at the most. Nasa isip ko naman, I'm here every day. Totoo naman yun. At even my wife admitted. It's true. We are together every single day. 24 hours. And I help out as much as I can with the kids. I also wash dishes and do things like that kasi my wife has an allergy. So I do my part sa bahay. So parang feeling ko justified ito. Gusto ko lumabas, magpapahinga ako, I'll surf. That's my parang me time.
Yes.
No? So sabi ko, sige pupunta ako. Nagsabi siya, baka pwede naman sa ano na lang, alam mo yung bukas na lang or next week na lang, gano'n. Pero kasi sobra inconsistent nung alon doon. Hindi naman yan parang katulad ng mga Siargao,
Yeah.
Zambales type, ng gaganda ng mga waves. No? There's a few here and there, once in a while. So sabi ko, sayang naman. So nag-decide pa rin ako umalis. And I went home. Yung wife ko, medyo konting inis, pero parang wala lang. Parang hindi naman big deal. But did you know that that's what started the emotional wall sa amin?
Oh.
That one thing started an emotional wall kasi she felt na I wasn't there for her. It's not true completely, pero sometimes we believe emotional walls start like that. Eh.
Oh, so
It's
baka
one
maliliit naman.
small thing minsan na if you don't deal with it, there's usually a lie that comes with it. So nag-surf ako, ganyan-ganyan. Sa akin, it's a small thing. Diba? Sa kanya, at that point, kasi whenever something negative like that happens, negative interactions, as a Christian, I believe na it's not just a negative thought. It's Satan planting a lie sa isip natin in negative circumstances. So, something not good happened sa amin. I still left. She felt she was not heard, felt or understood at that moment. And then a lie was planted na parang wala akong pakialam sa kanya. Na hindi ako pwede asahan. So, she held on to that negative thought. And that thought started the emotional wall. And tingnan mo ano mangyayari once may emotional wall na. So ako, since na-gets ko na okay, parang I did not listen to my wife or consider yung gusto niya, I started to change things naman. So sabi ko, sige, I will surf at 5 a.m. in the morning. As in literally 5 a.m. by myself, which is not that safe. So I travel mga 20 minutes, surf 5 a.m., madilim pa, nanginginig ako dun sa lamig ng tubig. I would be home before they wake up. Pero that doesn't matter kasi once the wall starts, nothing that you do will be good enough.
Oh.
No, so it just kept building one small thing after the other, and then magugulat ka na lang, anything na gagawin mo, parang is held against you. Anything na interest mo, parang becomes something that gets added to that wall. So for example, yayain ko siya I'm interested in doing this. Hindi niya gusto, ano na yon? Parang everything is you versus me.
Oh.
Kasi once there's a wall, it's no longer you and me. Ang dating is everything na ginagawa mo is almost like an attack against the other person. So those are just some of the symptoms of an emotional wall. So ano nangyari afterwards? Again, you withhold yung love, respect, affection, attention, care na dating binibigay mo, unti-unti nang kumukupas.
Nag-iiba na siya.
Yung communication ninyo affected kasi disconnected na kayo eh. Diba? It's connection first before communication.
Oh.
So pag bad na yung connection ninyo, the communication will suffer. So yung emotional wall creates a disconnection between you and feeling ninyo you're no longer on the same team. So you might be still living in the same roof.
Yes.
Still in the same relationship, pero in truth, it's you versus me na yung kalagayan. So what happens from there is that the relationship starts to drift. And for example, communication-wise, lumalala na yung mga misunderstandings. Kahit maganda yung motive mo na misinterpret na parati. No? And then there's that bitterness na in those, so unresolved hurt turns into bitterness. Unresolved anger turns into resentment. Na anything na gawin mo, naiirita ka na. O kahit wala nga siyang ginagawa.
May irita na.
Oo, parang constantly irritated ka na dun sa tao.
Okay.
No, so when that happened sa amin, I also started to realize when I started to do coaching, sobrang daming marriages of boyfriend-girlfriend relationships na may emotional wall. Hindi lang nila alam. Hindi lang nila mapinpoint, ano ba itong nangyayari sa amin? And then whenever I teach about emotional walls, isa yon sa mga aha moments ng mga tao na parang wait lang, yan yung nangyayari sa amin. Kasi it's not only between couples, it also happens between parents and yung children nila. Sa office, nangyayari din yun. Pag may emotional wall ka na sa boss mo, everything. And here's one thing that happens also, kasi emotional walls, yung wall na yun is held together by our pride.
Oh, that's another thing.
No, so yung pride mo is the glue that holds that thing together.
Yeah.
Kasi yung pride mo keeps justifying the existence of the wall.
Yeah.
Dapat nandyan yan. Kasi ganito siya. Kasi ganyan siya. Kasi baka masaktan ka na naman. No? So your pride keeps justifying the existence of the wall. Even though yung wall na yan is starting to destroy your marriage, your family, your relationship, your friendship, kung ano man yung relationship na yun, starting to crumble because of that wall. And your pride just keeps saying, no, iwan mo yan dyan. Kasi feeling mo it's the only way to protect yourself.
Yes.
Diba? So that's what an emotional wall is. So ano yung difference niyan sa boundaries? Boundaries are there to keep the relationship strong. Meaning you put up boundaries so you can have a good relationship with someone.
Yes.
So ano yung isa, yung wall is to keep somebody away.
Is it similar to avoidance po? Emotional wall or different siya?
Part of it is yes, pero hindi lahat ng kung avoidant ka yung tendencies mo, talaga malaking chance na nagbe-build ka ng emotional wall. Pero even people who are not yung walang avoidance na issues, they can still build walls eh.
Okay.
No, but yung boundaries is like, okay, we decide what's good for the relationship, what's not good for the relationship, ano yung allowed, not allowed, what are the things that we can tolerate. We talk about this, we set the boundaries so that we don't hurt each other.
Okay.
And so that we can protect each other from ourselves muna. And then we can protect each other from each other. No?
Yes.
Parang ganon, if that makes sense.
Yes.
So the boundaries protect the relationship. And it doesn't mean na pag may boundary ka, you stop giving 100%. When you have good boundaries, it allows you to give 100% without being afraid.
Okay. Can you give an example of a healthy boundary?
Yeah, so for example, a healthy boundary. Okay. Sa mag-asawa, 'di ba? So just to wala na yung mga texting with by the way, boundaries are best set by the person who should be respecting the boundary. So meaning ako, I set boundaries. It's for myself so that I can protect my wife from my negative tendencies.
Oh.
No, so for example, alam ko noon na what really caused my downfall when it comes to cheating was parati kaming away from each other. No, and I had parang secret communication with someone, mga ganon. So ngayon, a simple boundary is I don't keep wala akong any secret messages sa phone ko. I don't have any long conversations with women outside of whatever professional, even sa coaching, na outside that's it.
Okay.
Wala na, I don't communicate with them. Hindi ako nangangamusta na. Unless na it's specifically work-related lang. And then my phone has no lock. Although my wife doesn't check it, she can check it anytime. No, na ganon. So that's a simple boundary that I set for myself.
So you won't hurt.
Yeah, so I alam ko yung negative tendencies ko. No, yung mga kung saan ako pwede mahulog, saan ako pwede magkamali. Another healthy boundary is ano ba yung mga words na hindi ko dapat sabihin. No, in the relationship or hindi namin dapat ginagamit sa isa't isa. So like I discovered na pagka nag-a-assume ako na inulit na naman ng wife ko itong maling ginawa niya. So hindi pala, naiinis pala siya pag gano'n. So ngayon, I set a boundary for myself not to repeat those kinds of phrases or words o yung mga always, yung mga ganyan, never. Paborito ko kasi. Lalo na always. Ito na naman yung ginawa mo. Ito, parang gano'n. No? So yung mga gano'n noon, parang I realized na okay, the way I deliver this is wrong. So now I set a boundary not to do that. Na wag kong tawirin yon, not to allow myself to use those words in our marriage.
Yeah. The way I see it po, yung setting of boundaries nyo is the intention not to hurt the other person.
Yeah.
Pero yung iba po kasi setting boundaries for you not to hurt me.
Oh, and kumusta naman yung mga ganong boundaries?
Parang ang ganda nung
Diba?
ganong, if you come from that kind of intention, parang mas nagiging healthy siya kasi nga, you're taking care of the mental well-being and emotional well-being of your partner, not only you.
Yeah, ganun kasi siya dapat, 'di ba? Again, when you set, first of all, hindi maganda na ikaw yung nagsiset ng boundaries for the other person.
Oh.
Kasi it's rarely followed. Meaning,
gets.
'di ba? Pag ako mag-set ng lahat ng boundaries para sa wife ko. Siya mag-set ng lahat ng boundaries sa akin. Tingnan mo kung ano mangyari sa relationship namin, we will keep breaking those boundaries. 'Di ba? So ang maganda doon is first we understand what's good and what's not good for our relationship. So meron kaming generic boundaries for both of us. Tapos we have to look at ourselves na okay, ano ba yung mga kahinaan ko? Ano ba yung mga tendencies ko rin? May anger issues ba ako? Ganito. I have to set boundaries for myself to protect you from me. Kasi love, di ba? Love, I like what the Bible says. Love always protects. And the first person you protect them from is yourself.
Oh, that's nice.
'Di ba? Kasi alam mo ngayon, people have to be careful with all this self-love. I'm not against self-love. Pero self-love without love for God and love for others is just selfishness. No, so it has to always be balanced.
Yeah.
With a healthy, gusto mo is healthy self-love. Hindi naman masama 'yon eh. You need that healthy self-love. So that you can, the purpose of that is so that you can love others better. Pero kung self-love ka lang for the purpose of loving yourself more, you're gonna turn out into a self-centered, selfish person.
Yeah.
You know, and nagiging entitled ka and feeling mo the whole world revolves around you. The purpose of me trying to put self-love sa sarili ko is so that I can love my wife, my kids, and everybody around me more. There has to be an intention behind it. Hindi pwede na yung ultimate goal mo is just to love yourself. For what?
Yeah.
'Di ba? So people have to be careful with that and just has to be balanced.